All right, so first things first, got to get the tree decorated. Darcy's doing a great job helping. Miss A is TikToking. I don't think she's gonna put any ornaments up. John told her she's off the hook.
Yeah, she's not.
So we're gonna get this tree loaded up, and then we'll talk to you about some stuff. I promised you guys we would talk about what it's been like being a foster family, having our foster daughter getting closer and closer to reunification, which we're excited about, obviously.
Yep.
What that has been like, you know, as the holidays are approaching and we're in the middle of a pandemic. So where we are in Ohio, I don't know what like color we are. Do you know?
Oh gosh, like the color guide for each state.
We don't go by like the colors, but Ohio's not doing great.
Not so good.
Yeah, when we originally shut down, we were around like 500 cases. Now we're at, you know, anywhere from like 6,000 to 10,000 cases a day. So it's a really crazy time. I know you guys all can relate to that. And regardless of where you stand, you know, your beliefs on the pandemic, how it's being handled, what you choose to do as a family, what we do is we follow what the CDC guidelines are, which is, you know, socially distancing, wearing masks, and washing hands. And that's what we do.
Yep. We've been very lucky, fortunate so far.
Yeah.
Nobody in the house has gotten COVID, knock on wood.
Nope. We also really don't have, other than like a few friends and like, you know, acquaintances that we know, we haven't been directly impacted by it.
So as a foster family, our bubble is a lot bigger than most typical families because if it was just us and our kids, it'd be one thing. We can kind of control that a little bit. But since Miss A spends a lot of time with her family every week, that, you know, our bubble and their bubble are kind of like one big thing. So it really makes things tricky. And we kind of have to be aware of what's going on and like letting people in our, you know, extended family know that, like even like my dad that comes over every now and then, like, hey, you know, this is what's going on and this is who all, you know, we've seen, because, you know, the way this virus works, it spreads fast. And you know, you got to make people aware of, you know, who you're in contact with.
Any possible contact. And so, you know, we've tried to like, you know, shrink our bubble as much as possible. And we make those choices as a family.
So you're saying hi.
So we make those choices as a family. It's a case-by-case basis. So we're kind of, basically, we're forced to expand our bubble, and we really don't have control over that. And I think most foster families are experiencing this right now. It complicates things when you have siblings that are split up, because not only do you have your own family plus the birth family, but you also have all of the foster families or kinship families that the other siblings are, you know, are staying with. So it just really it just complicates things, and it's out of our control. And so, you know, like John said, we just try to communicate with our family, and we try to just make the best decision that we possibly can. So right now we're in a situation where, you know, reunification is happening very soon. We also have the holidays, and we have our family who, you know, months before the holidays, they speculate like, you know, will she still be with us? Will she be home at that point? And we always tell them that we don't know. We never know what to plan for. But regardless of her going home, our family, you know, the ones who love her as much as we do, they're going to get her things regardless of if she's celebrating with us or not. So with her going home before the holidays, we're having to navigate, okay, how do we safely see family so that they can give her gifts, so that we can celebrate together? You know, what traditions can we hold on to? But even outside of that, it gets complicated because a lot of people are just not going to be able to say goodbye. Similar to, you know, not being able to have like birthday parties and celebrations, you know, we really can't have people coming and giving her hugs and sending her off. So we have to be creative, and we have to do it in a way that, you know, she still feels loved, pretty secondary, but that our family kind of has some closure. I think most of our family knows that she's going to be a part of our life. You know, we love her dearly, and she's not necessarily like leaving us forever. It just kind of complicates things.
If anybody watching this is a foster family, we would love to know how you guys have handled quarantine and the pandemic and everything, and how it has impacted you. Leave a comment below. Let us know if you have any good tips or tricks, ways to get through this a little bit easier. Hopefully we're almost through it. I mean, from the sounds of things, we might be, you know, near the end of the tunnel of this craziness.
Fingers crossed. I know we're all going to be pretty relieved at that point. We're going to continue to share as much as possible as we move through these next couple of weeks. There are things that are happening in our lives that just kind of have lined up to just naturally distract us, you know, once she goes home. So the same day that she is going home, my mom is having a knee replacement surgery, and because she lives alone, she needs help with the recovery. So we're actually going to be creating kind of a basement suite for her so that she can recover here. I can watch her. I'll be talking about another development with my work coming up. That's a nice little distraction. We might have a new member of the family joining us, so that'll be next. Like we mentioned before, we are going to take a very short little break from accepting placement calls, just to give our family some time to adjust, and, you know, really just like, you know, mourn the loss of having her here with us every day, but also just reflect and kind of just transition into our new normal for now. But we will be accepting respite calls. So, you know, if there are foster families out there in our area that might have to travel and the child can't come with them, or, you know, maybe they just need a little bit of a break, that's something that, you know, can happen, especially with more challenging behaviors with kids. So we will be open to that, but we're just going to take like a really short break.
Thank you for watching, guys, and stay tuned for what we have in store next for you.